What's up, you guys? It's Juan Zuniga and this is Jenstech. So I'm taking you guys today with me because I wanted to talk to you guys. I wanted to have a little conversation here. And this video is going to be more of a vloggy / tip video. I'm going to go get my haircut right now. And I thought, why not record a video on my way over there? And today, I want to talk about the do's and don'ts of buying your new car. So in one of our previous videos, about a week ago or so, I talked about cars that were cheap but made you look rich. And these cars were affordable for what they were and everything. And a lot of people were asking me on the comment section, and I were receiving emails on to do a video on the few tips on what to do when you're going to buy a new car. So I'm gonna give you a few tips here, about 5 tips on do's and don'ts of buying your new car. The first don't is to never go to a dealership to find out about financing. They're gonna give you an APR. If you go to a dealership and you apply for credit through the dealership, they're gonna give you an APR. And you're never going to know if that's a good APR. And your mind might be like, oh yeah, I got a 3%. But if you would have gone to your local credit union or to your local bank or to your bank, you probably could have gotten a 2% or a 1%. So you never know what the best APR is going to be if you don't go to your local bank. So in my opinion, my tip that I always do is I actually go to my local bank or to my local credit union and apply for financing before I even go to the dealership. That way I get the best APR. The second tip is to never go with the price that they're offering. Most of the time that the price that they're offering, they marked it up maybe $5,000 or even $10,000 over the amount they're willing to take. So always negotiate. Never go with the price that they offer. And sometimes they throw in incentives. Never try to negotiate the price, the MSRP on the car. Always try to negotiate the price after the incentive. And if they tell you, you know what, this is the best deal, you're not gonna pay anything less than that, you can tell them, all right, so I'll look somewhere else and walk away. And while we're at it, always look for other cars in your area, the same car in your area, or as far as you're willing to travel, to see what those cars are going for. For example, a Silverado right now, a 2016, you can find it between $30,000 and $35,000, $36,000. Some dealers will have it closer to 36, some dealers will have it closer to 30. So if you find, let's say, a car 20 minutes away from you that is 35, and then there's another one that's maybe 30 to an hour away from you that is almost 30, try to negotiate the one that's 35 to bring it down to 30. If not, tell them, you know what, I'm walking away, I'm going to a dealership that's an hour away, I can probably get less than 30 for it, so either want my business or I move along. Another tip is to never buy a car without test driving it. Every time you buy a car, you need to test drive it. There's no way you can just walk around the car and be like, yep, I like this car. Or be like, oh, I've already driven one of those, I know how they drive. No, every car is different. Every car feels different. So always test drive the car. Make sure that you know what you're driving. Make sure that you test drive the exact car that you want to purchase, because like I said, it could have a rattle, it can have some weird noise somewhere, it can drive differently, it can feel sluggish. So every car is different. So it's worth to know what car is you want to buy. So always test drive it. Never skip on the test drive. And if for whatever reason they tell you, no, you can't test drive this car, grab your keys and walk away and be like, you know what, I'm buying my car somewhere else. I've had a few issues with that. Some dealers don't want to put miles on the car. So what did I do? I got up when we walked away. That happened to us in Champions Porsche. They had some used cars and they didn't want to let us test drive it. So we just left and went elsewhere. All right, guys, so I'm here at the barbershop and I'll see you guys after my haircut. And I'm back, you guys. I just got a haircut from this new barbershop and I love it. I think he actually did a very good job. He was quick, he was fast, and the fade is pretty fresh, so I like it. Highly recommended. I'm gonna try it a few more times to see how I like it if he doesn't change the way he cuts the hair. Anyways, let's continue with the tips that I have for you guys in this video. The next tip is to never purchase a car without a pre-inspection. You can find a mechanic that you can take with you to when you're buying a car. You can actually look for mechanics around the dealership. That way you can take the car and they can check it out. That's a good idea, especially if they have a lift. That way you can put it up in the lift and see what's going on with the car underneath, and that way they know everything that's going on with the car. So always have a pre-inspection done into your car. It can run you for $100, $200, or even less, and it's a great idea because it's a huge purchase. And you don't want to have a car that's always going to give you headaches, especially a used car that maybe is almost out of warranty, and you don't want to spend an extended warranty, which in my opinion is a bad idea. Always get an extended warranty on your car or get a third-party warranty, because it's always going to save you a lot of money, especially if it's bumper to bumper and if it's an expensive car like the cars that I talked about in my previous video. And if you haven't seen that video, I have the link up here so you guys can check that out. If you buy one of those cars, always get a bumper to bumper warranty. That way you're always covered in those expensive repair costs. Now, and the final tip, and something that a lot of people do, especially when they're going to trade in their car, is never go to a dealer without knowing the trade-in value of your car. Always do your research and see. If you're going to trade in a car, always do your research. KBB is a great resource to have. Check out kbb.com. Go there, put the year, the mileage, the make, the model, etc. Give you a very good ballpark of where your car is going to be. It's going to give you a range, for example, from between $12,000 and $15,000. And it'll give you the trade-in average that a lot of people are getting. Let's say it will be $13,000 or $12,000 and a half. So it's always good to have a good estimate, or at least a good ballpark of where you're at. And you can even take it to other dealerships and see what they're giving you for that car before you go to the dealership that you want to buy the car from. That way, because I'm 100% sure they're going to try to lowball you. Every dealer wants to do that. They lowball you, they sell high, they make a big profit. But always go with a good ballpark. That way you can get a fair deal for your trade-in. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below, and remember to comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.